Scientific notation and introduction. Dealing with really large and really small numbers easily. Wouldn't it be confusing and difficult and possibly lead to errors if you had to add the following numbers? Would it be confusing, difficult, and possibly lead to errors if you had to multiply the following numbers? Would it be confusing, difficult, and possibly lead to errors if you had to multiply the following really small numbers? But this short video will not go into detail about dealing with really small numbers. You'll have to check out the scientific notation on really small numbers video. Would it be nice if there was an easier way of dealing with really large and really small numbers? Well, there is. The form that scientific notation takes is: there's some single-digit number in front of a decimal, followed by perhaps a few numbers, followed by an exponent, a power of 10, followed by an exponent. Sometimes the exponent is positive, and that is for large numbers. For really small numbers, the exponent is negative, and that topic will be covered in another video. The negative sign does not mean that the number is negative. It means that it's small. Here are some examples. 1.78 times 10 to the exponent of 1 is just the same thing as 1.78 times 10 equals 17.89. You'll see that writing in scientific notation to a power of 1 is really kind of a waste of your time. However, 17.89 is not a really large or really small number. So we'll take a look at 17.89 times 10 squared. 10 squared, you know, is 100. 1.789 times 100 is equal to 178.9. Again, not a very large number and not a very good way to spend your time writing in scientific notation. If we take a look at 1.789 times 10 to the third, you know that 10 to the third is 1,000 because it's 10 times 10 times 10 is really only 1,789. Again, not a very large number. But when we start getting into 10 to the sixth, 10 to the sixth is 1 million, and 1.789 times 1 million turns out to be 1,789,000. Okay, again, not a real large number, but you'll see what happens. When we have 10 to the 50th, we can very shortly write 10 to the 50th instead of writing all of these zeros. Or 10 to the 100th just gets ridiculous. So, writing really large numbers in scientific notation is easily done with scientific notation. You'll need a sheet of paper and a writing instrument. If you need to, pause the video now so that you can get a sheet of paper and a writing instrument. Ink, pen, pencil, it doesn't matter. Try to express the following number in scientific notation. Pause the video and try to solve the problem. (1.321 times 10 to the sixth) because this is 1,321,000. If you rounded this to 1.3 times 10 to the sixth, that's okay. Try to express the following number in scientific notation. Pause the video if you need to pause the video. You should have 1.321 times 10 to the ninth. If you rounded to 1.3 times 10 to the ninth, that's okay. Try to express the following number in scientific notation. The answer you should have gotten is 1.321 times 10 to the 12th. Try to express the following number in scientific notation. The answer that you should have gotten was 1.321, or rounded to 1.3, times 10 to the 18th. Try to express the following number in scientific notation. It's starting to get a little ridiculous. Pause. Count the number of zeros or places after the decimal point. The number that you should have gotten was 1.321 times 10 to the 63rd, or 1.3 times 10 to the 63rd. What is wrong with the following? It is a number. It's not scientific notation. There should be a single digit in front of the decimal. Here we have 11, which is 2 digits in front of the decimal. What is wrong with the following? There is not a single digit, 1 to 9, in front of the decimal. This is a number, but it is not in scientific notation. What is wrong? The power is not to 10. The power is to 12. This is a number. You could solve this, but it is not scientific notation. What is wrong with the following? It's 1.45 times 100 to the 7th. This is in science, this is a number, but it is not in scientific notation. Is this the standard form for scientific notation? Yes, it is. You may reach me at allenmorris@yahoo.com with your questions and comments.